Happy Wednesday and welcome back to your video tech newsletter covering all of the biggest storylines in tech, including Amazon drops huge innovation. For another innovation, Apple loses major designer to a major competitor, and Spacial personas just changed the Vision Pro forever. I'm Nate, keeping you informed on the biggest news in tech, and it really helps me out if you hit that subscribe button. In the news today, big news today, big day in the news. Amazon gives up on no checkout shopping in its grocery stores. If you remember the days when we all envisioned, maybe recently, that we'd be walking through the store and we would just walk out with our stuff and it would automatically charge us, auto-magically charge us, and it would be amazing. Well, that's apparently not happening with Amazon, at least, and they were one of the front runners. What they're doing instead, though, is they're going to be doing scan while shopping technique. We've kind of seen some of this. I might have even covered a similar story recently. Apple Pencil 3 could have a new squeeze feature. Of course, it already has the ability to double tap that gesture. So some suggestions suggest, I guess, that you'll be able to squeeze the Apple Pencil 3, and that could be a useful additional feature. Perplexity will begin placing ads in the Perplexity app. This one bums me out for sure, and it's not surprised because this happens all the time, but it is a little bit of a bummer. The way they're doing it, at least, is not horrible. They're going to be doing them, where is it? Yes, they'll be implementing brand-sponsored queries as follow-up suggested questions to ongoing AI conversations. So in other words, it will be kind of down later as follow-up suggested questions. So that's a little better than it could be. Apple loses key developer, one of the two Safari developers, to the browser company. If you haven't followed what they're doing there in the AI world, it's pretty awesome. One of the reasons that we're doing this channel is because I wanted to talk about that tech news, and I didn't have this channel at the time, and it was just wild. Really cool company. Malfunctioning New York City AI chatbot is still active despite widespread evidence that it is encouraging illegal behavior. And the mayor basically said that they're working to fix the problem and just don't use this chatbot for things like legal or professional advice. Yeah, okay, interesting. The iOS 18 home screen customization details, somehow I missed last week that we have not talked about. This is a mock-up on the left there. You can see what that looks like. But essentially, some of the details, and this is not what it's actually going to look like, to be clear. This is a mock-up of what kinds of changes could be, which would be the changes to the app size and the app shape, as well as the location of the app. That's pretty crazy. It could be pretty wild. I don't think Apple will go as customizable as people like to always assume, because historically, Apple doesn't go as customizable as people want or think Apple's going to do. But that being said, it will be very interesting to see how this plays out, and I'm looking forward to it. Spatial personas. Raymond Wong got some inside information and opportunity with Apple to experience spatial personas, and it's pretty incredible what it looks like. So there's some new features here you can see, but also, and this is in beta testing, here is being able to watch videos, play games, or work together. Here's an image of what that looked like from his experience, as well as kind of how that's going to work. This is really cool stuff, and I'm going to have to do an entire video on it later because it is too big to pass up. So you want to subscribe to my main channel if you don't want to miss my take on all of this, as well as all of the details that surface between this article and tomorrow's recording. You don't want to miss it. But before we're done here, I have to talk about one more thing, which is a slew of articles on the positive and negative about WWDC 2024. Well, I want you to know I did a video on my main channel about WWDC, telling you 4 reasons why you do not want to miss the WWDC keynote. Don't worry though, I will keep you informed on all of it, so subscribe to my channels and make sure you are checking the videos when we get close to WWDC in June, and you will not miss out. That being said, my newest video on WWDC 24 I think it's a must experience going to watch the keynote for WWDC this year, because it might be one of those WWDCs we talk about years and years down the line of the day that everything totally changed for Apple. So I look forward to joining you in the conversation in the chat on my main channel. Thank you so much for watching. Think different, stay crazy.